Yo, what it do with the two, man? It's your boy Ron on the turf here, and I am back with another video, man. And I am here to talk about the potential trade that could happen between the Giants and the New England Patriots for Kayvon Thibodeaux. And I don't know what the Giants will want in return, but I know Kayvon Thibodeaux is the main piece in these trade talks. Now, as a Patriots fan, you know, and as an Oregon fan, obviously I would love to give Kayvon Thibodeaux a chance here. You know what I'm saying? I know he's had a couple personality issues in the NFL, but I'm gonna be honest. If he take his ass to the New England Patriots, all them personality issues that he had elsewhere, it's not flying over here anyway. So he gonna end up tying it up even if he comes here anyway. This ain't when we had Gerard Mayo last year. We not doing all of these April Fool's jokes throughout the whole year. We going back to the way we used to be. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, with a newer system, though, not in Bill's old ass system. So we're not going to be playing 1980s football. We're actually going to be playing 2025 football. Feel what I'm saying? But with all that being said, Kayvon Thibodeaux, he's a great player in my opinion. He had a little bit of an off year last year, but it was a lot of stuff going on for him, going wrong for him as well. But he still ended up finishing off with 5.5 sacks, 14 assists, 28 combined tackles. You know what I'm saying? But the year prior to that, he had 11.5 and 24 assisted. But with that being said, I just think Kayvon Thibodeaux is just a player who is playing on this weird team where the coaching staff quite literally just doesn't know what to do. The year prior to last year, they had him playing perfectly fine. They had him playing in a perfectly fine system. They had him playing perfectly fine for where he was at. Then they were trying to move him around. It was a weird adjustment for him. It was a weird adjustment for the defensive line in general, because now if he's moving around, other people are moving around. The newer guys, what they thought they knew they were getting themselves into, they didn't know what they were getting themselves into, because obviously what they did the year prior, they ended up taking this weird turn. So it's a whole lot of runaround. But one thing that I can specifically say about the Patriots that everybody has given us our props for: we can make any defensive group look amazing. Last year, did we do it? No. The year prior, did we do it? No. But that was just because we didn't have the players, and honestly, the coaching staff was very lackluster. Let's be honest. We were going through this little 2-year phase where we just literally had no set in stone coach system. Literally, like our coach, our offensive coordinators were changing, our defensive coordinators were changing, QB coaches, linebacker coaches, everything was just changing too many times at once within 2 years. That's what I even felt like derailed Mac Jones's growth. But we're not here to talk about Mac Jones. We are still here to talk about Kayvon Thibodeaux. And with that being said, I think a Kayvon Thibodeaux trade for us would be really good. I don't know if it would be really good for the Giants. I don't know how they would feel about that. I don't know if there are any Giants fans in here. Y'all let me know how y'all would feel about that. But I ain't gonna lie, we as Patriots fans, we know that Tavai's term with the Patriots is almost up. So he would definitely be a part of that trade. I think another person that needs to be a part of that trade is Kendrick Bourne. I'm sorry. Look, he's a fan favorite. He's one of those guys that everybody loves. I love him too. I don't want us to really get rid of Kendrick Bourne, but it just makes sense. He goes to a team where they lack a lot of wide receiver depth. Now, yes, they have young guys, but obviously they don't really have the super good vets on that team. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Kendrick Bourne had an amazing career to where he could be a super good vet, but he is a super good locker room presence for them. He brings the light in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, he still has a whole lot of experience playing with a whole lot of quarterbacks. So he could still teach those young guys everything that they need to know in this league. Even though Malik Neighbors is better than him, obviously. But you can still pinpoint out things that are flaws in a young guy's career, even if that young guy is already better than you. We have seen a lot of players come out say they've taken advice from players, and then when you look at who the player genuinely is that they taking that advice from, they have always been better than them. But just because of the experience, it is always good to listen to those guys, and that's what I feel like the Giants lack. And they could use Kendrick Bourne, and we don't need Kendrick Bourne at all. We are about to go through this phase where I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue who are the 6 receivers that will be a part of the New England Patriots. Now, obviously, we have the top guys, but we don't know like that last bottom 3 or that last bottom 2 guys that will be on the team. So with that being said, if we do a trade for Kayvon Thibodeaux, I think Jelani Tavai will be a part of it, and I think Kendrick Bourne will be a part of it. I think we throw in a little 5th round pick, 4th round pick, or something like that, and I think that should be enough for it. But with all that being said, I think if this has a legit possibility to go through, the New England Patriots need to jump on it. We are in this kind of like in the middle road where we can compete for a championship, but the team still has a lot of holes to where a championship is not like what we're going for. We're just going for improvement right now. But if we make the right improvements within these next year or two, even around the this year to 3 years down the line, we can be right back to where we were when we were running the league. So with that being said, as a Patriots fan, I would definitely be down to do this. I don't know how Giants fans feel about that, and I don't know how the Giants even feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Because these are just speculations going around. So with all that being said, that'll be the end of the video, man. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.